So, I'm about to timestamp it. It's February 21st, 2026, approximately 11:28 p.m. on that eastern side. We done flipped them poles, so it might be western. But then again, y'all know I don't know. But I know one damn thing. On that birth certificate or the certificate of live birth, they named us. And they put our name in all caps. So that means they was standing on business when they named us. So I'm D'Amica. I'm about to stand on business because we finna open up some portals. It's time for hashtag Lost Souls Tarot Cards, our portals to truth. Let's get ready to open up some portals. So while y'all go ahead and chime on in, this is kind of like a part three, I guess, of declutter your home. Okay, it's time for everyone to start decluttering their home. Whether your home is the physical home with the walls, the stairs, the rooms, the kitchen, the bathroom, all that good stuff, or whether the home is within you, it is time to declutter your home. Time to clear the negative energy from out of your space here, okay? To welcome in the positive vibrations. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead. Like earlier today, I said we're going to do the community helpers. So we're going to go ahead and tap into the community helpers. I'll try to make this as quick as possible. Yep, we got declutter your home. And remember from earlier today, it was about the suit of pentacles. So this is revolved around like nature, body, material wealth, like the material world, stability, all things worldly and materialistic, security, health, and prosperity. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get this bell rung. We're going to go ahead and get our community helpers out here. Then we'll broaden the message with either tarot or with either the oracle deck. But whichever one it is what it is. I am now looking at a fortune cookie or a cookie and suit or bathing suit. Okay, so that could be significant for someone here. All right. All right, but thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Let's go ahead and ring this bell and welcome in the energies and get through these community helpers to figure out who out here in the community that's actually helping us or not. What kind of messages are we going to receive from the community? All right. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Let's go ahead and get into this message. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We're going to go ahead and get 13 of these babies on out. 13 community helpers are going to come on out. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Let's go ahead and D's it. Nope. These ain't the community helpers. This is the oracle deck here. Where's my community helpers? Oh, right here. Yeah, here they go. All right, so let's get the community helpers on out here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the frequency. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for subscribing. And thank you for unsubscribing. Thank you even to the haters that be on here, like the social engineers and things like that be on here fucking with the algorithm. Thank y'all so much. So let's get through with these community helpers. Of course, we're gonna pull 13 out and then see which way it's going in the community, and what kind of messages we're gonna get from the community. Okay. So thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Let's go ahead and pull out these community helpers. Ashe. Welcome to the frequency, y'all. Welcome to the frequency. It's been kind of hectic, not in like my realm, but in the outside of it. Okay. It's very hectic. It's a lot going on. Okay. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. I saw that one. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Earlier today, we did family and we did, what else did we do, y'all? We did general zodiac here. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We need at least 13. We need at least 13. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. So yeah, now we're going to tap into the community helpers. All right, so let's see what we got so far. So right now we got shockingly evil spirit is coming out, okay? So we're going to tap into that to figure out what's going on with that evil spirit here, okay? There's a karmic Buddhist that's out there in the community doing what they do best. Maybe of Indian religion here. They're like a wandering teacher who lived in the 6th century BCE. They usually teach Buddhism, like cycles, supposed to be the awakened one, but they have no liberation here. This is a karmic Buddhist, no physical or spiritual discipline with this Buddhist here. Now I'm coming with the HBCUs that's coming out here, okay? And I'm going to flip the camera. Earlier today, I tried to do it through YouTube Studio. I have to get used to that platform here. So I'm back on my old platform. I'll be able to flip the camera around and show you guys what we have so you can see it from your point of view here. So we have the HBCUs that are coming out, right? So it says as above, so below. blood sacrifices, major human trafficking, deep underground military bunker systems. Okay, so now we have sovereign power that's coming out, and this is portal number 4, community helper number 4. So sovereign power is based around parliament holds legislative competence with power to create and pass laws, subject to devolved powers, UK British jurisdiction. So we got the law coming out here, right? Court is coming out here now. It's talking about sovereign power here, sovereignty here, okay? So then you have the original jurisdiction that's coming out. So somebody going to fuck the jail. This is clear as day. If you go on anybody's tarot platform in the tarot community, it's heavy. It's heavy. So the original jurisdiction is the Supreme Court has original jurisdiction over cases affecting ambassadors and cases involving disputes between 2 or more states here, okay? So we got scammers that's falling under karmic Buddhist here. So the scammers, fake spirituality is the act of using spirituality to exploit others. Unforgiving, okay? You can manage a scammer or you can become a scammer without knowing it. Be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. So we got Dexter Morgan. Dexter Morgan is out here, okay? And Dexter Morgan is a vigilante serial killer, right? Murderers beware, you know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely no pedophiles are allowed. This is the code of Harry here, okay? So Dexter Morgan is out here on that ass. We also have Seth, the archon that is coming out here. So Seth represents the third heaven, the demiurge, 12. Okay, you got personal jurisdiction coming out. Somebody is going the fuck down. Personal jurisdiction is falling under original jurisdiction here. Okay, so the court's power to make decisions concerning the parties involved in a lawsuit. Federal courts, this is determined by the due process clauses of the 5th Amendment here. Somebody going down for some heavy shit. And we got Dexter Morgan out here. There's a karmic Buddhist. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. I'm looking at scammers here. Sovereign power. Original jurisdiction. I'm also looking at shockingly evil spirit. Okay. So, and again, you know, I'm going to flip the cameras and show you guys. Manifester is coming out here, falling under scammers and karmic Buddhist here. Okay. So the manifester could have been used. Yeah. Oh God, very dark. Okay. The manifestor is able to catalyze change, right? The manifestor has a powerful aura. They can generate new ideas and they impact their surroundings effortlessly. They're like natural born leaders here, but it's falling under scammer. Y'all know we're going to get some more information on this. Thanos has snapped his fingers. And this is falling under Dexter Morgan under the HBCU colleges, okay? Damn. Excuse me, we got a karmic leader coming out. For portal number 12, a karmic leader is coming out here. So this karmic leader is of no values here, no morals, false or stolen knowledge, micromanages, a liar, not authentic, not reliable, confused, weak, lacks principles, chaotic, unappealing visions, and creates illusions. And then for our last portal is the one United States government. Okay, and damn, so somebody going to fuck. This is worse than jail, y'all. Somebody going the fuck down here, okay? One United States government represents the Monroe Doctrine, which was articulated in 1823. It was declared that European powers should not interfere with colonization of Americas. It established the Western Hemisphere as a U.S. sphere of influence. All right, so yeah, let me go ahead and turn this around so you can see. What up, y'all? Y'all know I read them comments at the end too. Let me show you what we got thus far before we broaden the deck here. All right, so remember, we're still broadening the story from earlier about declutter your home. It's based around the Suit of Pentacles here. Somebody's money, someone's finances, materialism, shit like that. Greed, jealousy, misery, all that good shit that comes within the Suit of Pentacles, right? Your earth element. So we pulled out our 13 portals here. And as you can see, we're going to pull on a few. We're going to pull on a few here. So if y'all here for a while, I appreciate y'all for just being here. If not, you know, the video will pop up. And when it does, you can go ahead and tap on it and re-look at the video. However, once you do leave, make sure you do your own prayer and cut the cords. This is the third video that I did today. So this is the third prayer, if you've been with me since the beginning of the day, that will do closing out the day, okay? So you see what we have as community helpers coming out, all right? Now let's broaden it on up, all right? So we have portal number 1 is a shockingly evil spirit, okay? We're going to go ahead. Thank you, community helpers. We're going to put the community helpers to the side here. We're going to pull out the tarot deck now. We want at least 4 for each of these here. So let's start with the shockingly evil spirit. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Ashe. All right, let's see what messages is going to come from divine and spirit. I got 1. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. So we got our 4. We got more than 4, but we're only going to take the top 4 here. So I got the 10 of Swords that's coming out, all right? So there's a shockingly evil spirit here that's causing major disaster, which is caused by a certain force of extreme magnitude. This energy has a sense of betrayal, and the Swords is the mind here, all right? They're trying to come for your mind or fuck with your mind. Stabbed in the back. Okay, no matter how much they try, they can't control everything. It's beyond their abilities here. So it's causing a breakup. Somebody done got fired. We working with a coward here. An untrained individual using their weapons for faulty reasons, making mistakes. They're running from karma. So the 10 of Swords is coming out first for this shockingly evil spirit. What up, y'all? What up, y'all? What up? Y'all know I read them comments at the end. We got the Devil reverse that's coming out here. So this shockingly evil spirit is shocked because you're able to release here. You're able to detach. You're able to reclaim your power. And this Devil reverse energy, you're able to break free from the illusions and limitations, confronting all unhealthy patterns, and you're regaining control there, okay? So with this shockingly evil spirit, the 7 of Wands is coming out here, and it's saying that something needs to go through this struggle to maintain their position. So something is defending their position and holding their ground no matter what. They're setting boundaries, they face challenges, and this evil spirit is very shocked about that, okay? You're protecting your finances, you're ready to prove yourself, all right? And you know that others or competition will desire the same result as you, and the challenges are coming from outside sources. So remain dedicated with a clear purpose, okay? I know that's right. And this shockingly evil spirit is shocked of your strength. Aurora. We're going to go ahead and put these back on over here with tarot. You have inner fortitude, resilience. You have a deep connection with your own beliefs, values, and sense of purpose. All right. You pursue your spiritual growth. You face life's challenges with grace, endure pain without losing help or hope here. Okay. Shout out to you, collective. Shout out to you. Now we're going to move on to the karmic Buddhist. And I'm going to put this under the shockingly evil spirit because, you know, I'm on the floor. I ain't got that much room. Talk about your mama. Don't talk about me. Shit. So we got a karmic Buddhist that's out here. All right. So we're going to get some information on this awakened one. All right. This one that has no physical or spiritual discipline here. They're a scammer, and they also have manifesting abilities here. They can generate new ideas, and they had a powerful aura, but they're very depleted here. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. What's going on with this karmic Buddhist? Thank you. Ashe. All right, let's see what's going on. We want the first 4 that we can get. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. What we got? The Fool is coming out here. The Fool is coming out here. So you got this karmic Buddhist that's envying you over your new journey, over your new beginning, because you have this new perspective, right? With very, very naive eyes, but you're just joyous to be on this new journey. You have this karmic Buddhist out here that was attacking you, is no longer able to attack you here. Okay, keep that in mind. Declutter your home. 3 of Cups is coming out reversed here, right? So something feels like it might be this karmic Buddhist here. But they feel like gossip and scandal is present and is hidden envy. A third party is hindering the relationship. It's causing a chaotic office with overspending, okay? too busy with school or work, which is causing someone to lose touch here. It's no time to socialize or go out with friends, family, or anything like that. They put in the effort to make sure the friendship is not connected here, or the relationship, the situationship is not connected. So they're living in their own misery here, and the third party is involved here. So this karmic Buddhist could have been getting paid by somebody here, and this is why we keep seeing all this court shit coming out, because this is big here. This is extremely huge here. We got the Four of Cups that's coming out for your third portal for this karmic Buddhist here. So they're feeling discouraged and unmotivated, right? No way forward or no solution with this Four of Cups. Very emotional. It's a stagnant dead end. It's time for them to reflect, self-evaluate their attitude, and pull themselves together so they can get out of this, right? It's time for them to search motives, instincts, and thoughts to find the passion again. But they've become envious of others in their finances here. Oh, shit. And the last one for this karmic Buddhist is the Nine of Pentacles is coming reverse. What up, y'all? What up? Don't get settled in old karmic ways, okay? And this karmic Buddhist did, okay? They were stagnant and resistant to change. They couldn't push through procrastination, and they are unable to break the cycle here. And this says break the cycle or die here, okay? So they're probably like, what the fuck did I get myself into? Because when them shadows come, baby, they don't play. All right, so we got HBCUs now, okay? So declutter your home, declutter your energy. This is based around the Suit of Pentacles here. We got HBCUs coming out, and on this card, it has blood sacrifices, as above, so below, major human trafficking, and deep underground military bunker systems, okay? So thank you, Divine. Let me go ahead and put these two babies back on in the deck. All right. Let's go ahead and cut her in half here, and then we're going to go ahead and pull open for the HBCUs. See what kind of information we can get out of that. Welcome to the frequency, y'all. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We're almost at 500 subscribers. I already made my little poster and everything. I was so excited going shopping for this here. So with the HBCU energy here, temperance is coming reversed here. Okay, so something, they're out of balance, causing stress and anxiety, and this path is leading to their turbulence here. So maybe a few people, went to the HBCUs, and they do all that dumb shit like that, right? And they did these sacrifices here, right? So it's causing them stress and anxiety, right? This is a lack of long-term planning. It's time for them to reflect, and clear thinking is needed, but they can't until they face the shadows here, okay? It's like an all or nothing attitude with this temperance reverse. Very dangerous, right? Their work life is imbalanced. They're going to extremes for love, and it's a lopsided approach to their choices here. Ooh-wee. The Knight of Cups is coming out. So it's falling, okay, so it's saying that with the HBCU community here and the blood sacrifices, they did this for romantic idealism here, okay? Creative inspiration, a pursuit of deep connections, and they were taking charge in these sacrifices here, okay? Major human trafficking, as above, so below. They were looking for emotional sensitivity on the journey of the heart, emotional courage. Kidding me? Look, and earlier today I said that a family member got up out of the read. I did a family read. I had 13 out. The 13th family member ended up in the tarot card. So great grandma on dad's side, that is a healer, is also in between of this shit, right? So maybe somebody's great grandma on your dad's side is trying to reach out to you and let you know of the situation. Like maybe you're in an HBCU, go to an HBCU, you know what I'm saying? Or you're thinking about pledging into one of them sororities or fraternities, and you got this great grandma on your dad's side that's coming through like, nah, hold the fuck up, yo. So the Three of Pentacles is also coming out here. Okay, so this is talking about they collaborated. It was teamwork with these blood sacrifices, okay? It was like a building skill. They wanted recognition of their skills here, right? They wanted to feel appreciated, right? They wanted to create something of lasting values and morals here. And for some that's involved with this HBCU situation here, the page of wands is coming reversed here. Okay, so there was a lack of confidence, and that's why you were doing these blood sacrifices here. It was scattered energy. You were impatient, right? You were being too hasty and easily distracted, like a problem child. You were spreading your energy too thin across many ideas. It created self-doubt. It was like a need to ground your dreams with a concrete plan of action, but you didn't do that. You chose to sacrifice someone else's destiny for yours. Now we're going to move on to the sovereign power. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. So the sovereign power is a parliament that holds legislative competence with power to create and pass laws here, subject to devolved powers like the UK British jurisdiction here. So when I think of sovereign power, I think of the power that I have in me, right? The true power energy that I have within myself, my life force, right? So I'm in my mind, I'm like, okay, somebody was trying to come from my life force here, my energy, my trust, my inheritance, right? Me, right? So now the courts are involved here. Sovereign power. Let's tarot broaden the message here. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. Let's see what's going on with the sovereign power. What up, y'all? If y'all new to the channel, I read all the comments at the end. I read all the comments at the end, beloveds. What's up, y'all? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so for the sovereign power here, I'm looking at the Knight of Wands here, right? So let's see how this goes. This is straightforward. Something's coming straight forward. All right, and it's time. It might be time for some of y'all to get away and travel. You should feel charged and full of life and ready to get things done around this sovereign power issue here, okay? Complete important task. Somebody wants to impress others with their knowledge and skills that's based around this sovereign power issue, and they're ready to get things done here, right? They're ready to start creative projects with lots of energy and enthusiasm. They've balanced their life with realistic and well-rounded views here, right? So it sounds like we finally about to get, like I said, we have a lot of energies that have come from divine, that have come from the dark and the light, that have taken human form. Not the ones that they have concocted up in the goddamn lab and shit. Not them. Okay? I ain't talking about them. Okay, so what's happening is they have also entered the court systems. And this is another reason why I created this channel, to give them, to be their bridge, right? I've had these eyes out here for however many years I've been out here, right? And so it's best to share the information that we have, and that's why I created this channel here. Somebody's going down here. The death is coming reversed here. Talk about sovereign power. The death is coming reversed here. They're in a mental prison. That's worse than the motherfucking prison, bruh. They in a mental prison. This is a strong resistance to change. They're hanging on to a stagnant relationship, right? Like, it's like they trying to be in a relationship where nobody wants them because of the fucking manipulative shit that they've done. Okay, so there's no growth due to the lack of trust. They're depending on relationships instead of depending on themselves here. They're trying to avoid negative patterns now, but they won't let go. This is a loss of finances, which is unavoidable, right? So a change in a career is a must. Maybe some of you guys work around this energy here, but a change in a career is a must because they have self-esteem issues, extremely bad confirmation. Death came reversed. Mm, 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 mm. The Page of Swords is coming out reversed here, okay? So over this sovereign power issues, yeah, their negative characteristics becoming very dangerous. So they're using their sharp and alert mind for deception and manipulation, right? It's used to create pain. So their natural gift is weaponized here, okay? They lack maturity to understand the suffering that they've caused. So now that's causing a damaging reputation on them. And they have like empty words or empty promises, and they get a rush from lashing out. And then the Five of Wands is coming reverse based around this sovereign power issues. So you have some energies that's like, fuck that. I want to avoid the conflict by getting away from the negative situation ASAP. They want this shit to be resolved, right? Because the escalation in the conflicts is about fucking money, right? No rivalry is here, right? Don't avoid difficult conversations at this time. You have worked through troubles and have no issues to worry about, right? So something's trying to keep the peace, but they want this shit to be over with. They like, no, it's no peace until this is over, until the truth comes out here, okay? All right, so now we're going to move on to original jurisdiction here. All right, so original jurisdiction is the Supreme Court, right? So like I said, this is heavy. Like this is, you got the Supreme Court in this shit. The Supreme Court has original jurisdiction over cases affecting ambassadors and cases involving disputes between two or more states. So this is heavy. Like this is going from state to state to state. This is a big ass operation here. As above, so below. Dexter Morgan on that ass. No pedophiles are welcome. Never were. Okay, so thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We got original jurisdiction out here. Ashe. Murderers beware. Dexter Morgan is on your ass. Heavy. That's a lot that just came out for this original jurisdiction. I'm going to put you bad babies back. Thank y'all so much. And we're going to take the top 4 that I see right here. So around this Supreme Court issue here, there's a magician that's coming reversed, okay? So the magician that's coming reversed is of deception and trickery here. They pretend to have your best interest at heart, but they're obsessed with power. It's time for changes because they're the master of illusions here. Their intentions to manipulate is for selfish gain, right? Reckless decisions at that. So whatever's going on around the Supreme Court here, you have some of them that are in there in this magician reverse energy. What the fuck? They all witches and warlocks. Every single one of your goddamn senators, all the politicians. God damn it. You got to have at least 2 in your goddamn state or county or some shit like that. They doing it, okay? But they're depleted here. So what's coming out next is the King of Cups is coming out reverse. So whatever's going on is causing emotional instability. Whatever's going on with this case, this shit is heavy. It's causing emotional instability, right? Withdrawal, manipulation. Somebody in something, someone's being very immature, right? Emotional unavailability, warning of potential negative actions stemming from an inability to control someone else's feelings here. What up, y'all? What up, beloveds? Y'all know I read them comments at the end. Welcome to the frequency. So the Ten of Swords is coming reversed here. Okay, so can you see the reverse? It's coming reversed here, okay? So whatever's going on around this Supreme Court issue, it's for some people, in some cases, it's an upward movement here. Whether this magician was in that energy of being deceptive and trickery, there's an upward movement here. Gradual recovery from difficulty. The worst being over. Found lessons in painful things here. You're regenerating, okay? The Ten of Swords, your mind. You're regenerating here, okay? And then the 4th one for the original jurisdiction is the 9 of Pentacles coming out here. It's time for you to enjoy the fruits of labor. Yeah, you gonna win. Let me hold something. Whatever happened with this court shit, you gonna win. It's time to enjoy the fruits of labor here. Luxury. And this, like I said, this is big. This ain't no motherfucking like, this is big. Like, this ain't no goddamn Judge Joe Brown shit. And what's the big name? Judy and all them. This ain't that. They actors too. You dig what I'm saying? This is like, yeah. This is financial independence. You're creating a stable, comfortable environment within this 9 of Pentacles energy, luxury here. Pentacles, again, finances, wealth, security, prosperity. Come on now. Who don't want that? So we got scammers that's coming out next here. Let's go ahead and put these bad boys, baby. They was extras. Put them on back in there. We got scammers that are coming out here. So fake spirituality is the act of using spirituality to exploit others. Scammers are unforgiving. You could become a scammer without even knowing it. Be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove during this time. We'll take the first 4 that we see here. What I got 3? I only got 3. Give me a sec, y'all. So I'm looking at the 8 of Cups that's coming reversed, revolved around these scammers here. So something, thank you. That was easy as fuck. It was like, yeah, take it and get the read over with. Shit. We got the Ace of Cups is coming reversed here. Okay, so they're at these scammers are at and emotional emptiness and this is only the beginning, because this is the ace here. They got a lot of shit to go through here. So it's blocked feelings, emptiness, inability to express or receive love here. The emotional loss is fucking like detrimental to the soul here, right? But it also teaches you about, learning about emotions and just putting emotions to the side. So we got the Ten of Pentacles that's coming out reversed based around these scammers here. This is based around family disputes, bankruptcy, debt, fleeting success, conflict over money, instability, breaking traditions. This is a warning about their future financial status, right? Around this original, where we at? Scammers, excuse me, the scammers. Problems and hiccups later on in life is causing a faulty nature of an investment that they put time and effort in, okay? They've placed too many bets on their short-term success. They need to take a step back and evaluate the situations in their actions, because they're going to fuck down. Scammers. We got Four of Wands coming reversed here. So this is a breakdown that is causing lack of harmony in family, in the family or the home for some of these scammers here, okay? It's causing tension between members of family and loved ones and the ones that they've scammed, okay? Lack of support, uncertain of their own self-love here, fear of the public. Now they're fear in public, and most of these motherfucking scammers here, I'm trying to tell you, and some social engineers, they be having like self-esteem issues. So they be behind the keyboard and behind a goddamn computer doing what they do best and shit and getting fucked up in the end. So workplace conflicts is here, unstable finances, and they feel burdened supporting others financially here, okay? All right, so with these scammers is the Five of Swords is coming reverse here. This is a conflict where all parties lose. Somebody getting paid, let me hold something. All parties are going to lose. This is causing conflict. They are defeated, depleted. This is a lose-lose situation, hollow victory, and this has consequences for their ruthless behaviors. I know that's right, divine and spirit. So we got Dexter Morgan out here. And it's very clear with Dexter. I don't know if y'all seen Dexter or not. All right, I was hooked. That's my man. You got me fucked up. I ain't go out here and physically kill nobody. You dig what I'm saying? But if it's a motherfucker that will, and they representing no pedophiles, what? Murderers beware. This is a vigilante serial killer here. So Dexter Morgan is about the code of Harry here, okay? So let's see why Dexter Morgan is out here. It's pretty clear why this motherfucker out here. And he's in between the HBCUs and Thanos snapped his finger. And see, the thing is, Dexter Morgan was sent out here to give you was a clue, like a hint. Nigga, I'm starting to take y'all out for y'all blood sacrifices, for your human trafficking, for your deep underground military bunker systems, as above, so below. Okay? Let's see what the tarot got to say. Thank you, divine, thank you, spirit. Ashe. And then once Dexter came out, you ain't listening to his ass. You wasn't taking the clues from them. So then Thanos had to come out, snapped his motherfucking fingers, and ended billions of lives, exterminated a half of life in the universe. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Let's see what's going on with Dexter. What up, Dexter? Dexter Morgan in the motherfucking house. What we got? I know that's right. So Dexter Morgan is out here because you are sitting in the Queen of Pentacles energy. Whether you're a male or female here, this is energy. So you're caring and supportive figure. You provide for your family. You nurture in all relationships, material, earthly, and financial aspects of life. You're very generous, nurturing, comfort, and practical. Positive outcomes, whether yes or no, is spoken with your energy here. So Dexter Morgan, like, fuck that. They sitting in the Queen of Pentacles energy here. Nah. So we also got the Magician reverse here. So Dexter Morgan is saying that they were using their skill for themselves. They were being manipulative, which caused poor planning and untapped talents. They were not fully utilizing their potential. So you had a Magician reverse in your energy that Dexter Morgan is cleansing the fuck up. You got the Ace of Swords coming out reversed here. So Dexter Morgan is saying they had the inability to see the truth here. It was confusion, chaos, and the misuse of power. It caused mental fog, using intellect to harm rather than help. If this ain't Dexter Morgan, I don't know who the fuck it is. Okay, and then for the fourth one here, the Three of Wands is coming out here. So Dexter Morgan is saying, look here, look ahead to the future, beloved. This is expansion, foresight. Well, he ain't gonna say beloved, right? It's Dexter Morgan. But you're getting ready to go overseas for opportunities. This is the initial success of ventures. You're exploring new territories here. I know that's right. Thank you, Dex. All right, so we got to put these back in. We got Seth the Archon. That's part of the demiurge, representing the third heaven here, part of 12. Y'all hear that in a lot of songs, don't y'all? So we got Seth out here. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Give us some information on Seth the Archon. Shay. All right, let's see what the fuck Seth talking about. What the fuck going on, Seth? Oh, well, thank you. So Seth is of illusions here, third heaven. We need one more, Divine and Spirit. Thank you. Thank you. That was nice. Thank you. All right, so first message is the Ten of Cups is coming reversed here, right? So Seth is causing disruption in family harmony, right? He's able to cause, it's able to cause a broken home, domestic conflict, and I'm hearing Seth saying they attach themselves to me. So whatever's happening right now, Seth, even this goddamn Archon is saying they attach themselves to me, right? So now their values are misaligned. It's causing domestic conflict, unhappiness in relationships, superficial connections, disruption in family harmony. And that motherfucker just said, and that's exactly what I wanted. That's crazy. Thank you, Seth. Seth is also coming out saying, the Two of Swords reverse energy is saying that something's in a stalemate because the truths are being revealed. Decisions are being made, and it's tough decisions here. Somebody about to face some difficult truth here. So Seth, like, I already caused a broken home. You wanted to attach yourself to me. I did exactly what you needed me to do. Seven of Cups is coming reversed here. So Seth is saying, I caused your dreams. I caused the illusions. I caused the temptations. You were unclear about the things you were seeking. So the confusion surrounded what's real and what's not, right? You were avoiding romantic decisions and a lack of career options, right? You were unwilling to face reality. You were escaping through imagination and daydreams with no action. You were distracted from financial goals, and that's the easiest way these archons can get in there. And then strength is here. So for some of you guys, Seth Archon is saying that you've mastered your emotions, right? I know that's right. I told you, once you get on a certain level, you get messages from all of them, from all the energies. All they want to do is be heard. They're created shadows that these motherfuckers, even you and I, that done created, but you and I know how to stand on them when they come back. They don't. So I smoke, like I'm gonna keep saying it, I smoke weed with these goddamn shadows and shit, because I'm like, goddamn, what they say now? What they do now? Goddamn. So you have inner strength. Seth's like, you're compassionate. You're gentle, but you're firm. Power is what's turning me on, Seth is saying. You show courage in difficult situations. All right? Thank you, Seth. I appreciate that. We appreciate that. So we got personal jurisdiction that's coming out here. All right? Personal jurisdiction is coming out. So the personal jurisdiction is talking about how the courts power to make decisions concerning the parties involved in a lawsuit, right? Federal courts, right? This is determined by the due process clauses of the Fifth Amendment. If any of y'all know anything about the Fifth Amendment, off the top of your head, comment below as best as you can. If you feel like it, it will definitely help out the general collective and myself during this read here. So this personal jurisdiction is based around the clauses of the Fifth Amendment here, okay? The process, the due process. All right, thank you, Divine, thank you, Spirit. Let's see what's going on. I say, God damn, y'all, damn. Thank you, Divine, thank you, Spirit. Damn, so they not only going to Supreme Court, regular court, these motherfuckers is in spiritual court at that. Woo! Give me one more, Divine and Spirit. Thank you so much. Give us one more. Divine, thank you. That's a little bit more than one, but we'll take it like this. Read the first four. Okay, so the first one for the personal jurisdiction is the Five of Swords is coming out reversed here. Okay, so the Five of Swords reverse is talking about something want to compromise. They want to move on. They want to end the conflicts. They're learning from defeat here. They're trying to find ways to make peace and move forward here, right? Reconciliation. And they like, fuck that. These niggas really do got special powers and shit. They really are super intelligent. You got the Page of Cups that's coming out. So around this personal jurisdiction situation, they realize that you have an open heart. You're very intuitive and creative. You have emotional new beginnings. You can connect to your inner child. You're very playful and curious, okay? You're able to emerge of new opportunities driven by intuition and imagination. And you have a fresh perspective on life. You see what I'm saying? They know that you know who you are, collective. So justice is coming reverse for whatever the fuck going on with this lawsuit in this federal situation. And because of their unfairness, their dishonesty, their lack of accountability, their biased judgments, the legal complications are here and they're unable to avoid these consequences. Damn. And then you got the moon for number 4 here. Yeah. They've been doing all kinds of fucking moon magic. Any moon, new moon, first moon, last quarter moon, first quarter moon, full moon. They don't give wine and gibbons. They don't give a fuck. Every moon cycle, them bitches done been under the goddamn moon. Created every calendar for us to be discombobulated. Not even realizing that all they calendars done bumped heads this year. 5 calendars was like, what the fuck are we doing? What's going on? Because we done fucked y'all time up. So the moon is here. Times are wasted. Erykah Badu, what the fuck going on with you? I've been singing that song a lot. What the fuck going on with you, Erykah Badu? The moon, right? The moon causes illusions, right? It can enhance your intuition. It can bring uncertainty. It is like the realm of the subconscious. So hidden influences were there when they was under that goddamn moon. Okay? Navigating the unknown by trusting your instincts. So whatever they believed and trusted in, motherfucker, under that moon is exactly what the fuck is coming to them. Based around this goddamn lawsuit, I don't give a damn what kind of hocus pocus, bippity boppity boop you tried to do under that goddamn moon. Goddamn it, your ass going to jail. We getting our goddamn money back. You like how I said, let me hold something when y'all get paid. All right, so we got a manifestor that's falling under scammers and a karmic Buddhist, okay? A manifestor. So a manifestor has the ability to impact their surroundings effortlessly. They have a very powerful aura. They can generate new ideas. They can catalyze change, the need for autonomy to act on decisions, and they're aligned with their true purpose. But what was the purpose of this manifestor? You dig what I'm saying? All right, so thank you, Divine, thank you, Spirit. We're ready to figure that out now. Ashe. They're able to be initiators and trailblazers. I want to smoke so goddamn bad. I smell the fucking weed. And it ain't me. I smell the shit. I'm out to smoke though. Y'all got me fucked up. Well, damn. Ask and you shall receive. If they was tarot cards. If ask and you shall receive was tarot cards. Okay, so with the manifestor here, we got the Ace of Cups that's coming out. And it's saying let loose from emotional baggage, right? It's time to start living your life to the fullest. Open yourself up to the possibilities of a new relationship, a new level, right? Accept the financial assistance. You're turning over a new leaf after a long period of loneliness. So some manifestors may be going through this. All right, for some manifestors here, Page of Swords reverse is coming out. So they're lashing out verbally with intent to harm. This shit here. It's a lack of focus. They gossiping. Mental chaos and confusion. They're feeling overwhelmed by information, okay? Poor communication at that. They're hesitant to express themselves clearly, but they spreading rumors too, and they're very stubborn. For some manifestors, the 10 of Wands reverse is coming out. So the messages with this is about release. They want to learn to delegate. They want the responsibilities, the lifted weight of responsibilities. They want to release unnecessary burdens. Only you can release that, beloved. Only you. For some manifestors, you got a Queen of Pentacles that's coming reversed here. So they're disconnected with their own energy, becoming completely absorbed with themselves, right? So this is selfish and envious of others' success, lost the ability to take care of themselves and their surroundings. The manifestations of materialisms is causing a negative effect, but they're not able to see that, okay? Greedy, lacking sense of duty and capability, misplaced priorities, and shallow, bad business partner, lover, or investment. Yeah. Come on now. You falling under scammer and karmic Buddhist? Woo, child. So we got Thanos snapped his finger here. His fingers. Fingers, right? Thanos snapped his fingers. Let's see what's going on with Thanos. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Right? He extended half of life in the universe, ending billions of lives here. Okay? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. He was, the snap of the finger was this end of illusions here. Okay? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. So if you pay attention, a lot of your superheroes or whatever that disappeared were to me considered to be the illusion here. Okay. But let me get Thanos out here. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Divine. Thank you. I'll take that one. I see it. Y'all see it. I'm gonna take this one. All right. So we got our 4. The first one is the 4 of Wands coming out here. So Thanos snapped his fingers, and when he ended the billions of lives, it caused a celebration with a happy and relaxed home, a celebration of love, weddings, partnerships, socialism, support at work, financial stability, and support. You're able to meet new friends and socialize. Stability with reliable foundations. Balance. You're able to get together with those that you trust and they trust you. You're able to go out for a good night with friends and family if you choose to, okay? When Thanos snapped his fingers, the 7 of Swords reversed is coming out here. So he snapped his fingers because deception is discovered. I told you the illusions got to go. Somebody's getting caught and it's a change of tactics. They should have taken the more honest approach before he snapped his fucking fingers and admitted the wrongdoing and confessed, but they didn't. God damn. Thanos snapped his fingers. I'm looking at the 5 of Pentacles over here. He snapped his fingers because of hardship, poverty, insecurity, financial struggles, materialism and illusion, feeling excluded, weathering difficult material circumstances here, right? And you were going through that as well. So if you pay attention to the movie, when Thanos first came in, it wasn't Thanos, was it? But did he like stick his finger in the TV or something and he was able to see what happened in the world or something like that? And that shit pissed him the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck am I looking at? War. All he saw was chaos and war. Okay, so with Thanos snapping his finger, the 10 of Wands is here. So now they're feeling overwhelmed by the obligations. They feel like they're carrying heavy responsibilities. They're burdened because they've taken on more than they can handle here, all right? He snapped the motherfucking fingers, though. Tell you that. All right, so you got your... And then remember, he was trying to get crystals. The energies. The energy fields that they stole. Anyway, you got a karmic leader out here. And after the karmic leader, we're going to do the one United States government. After we do the one United States government, we're going to just tap into the oracle deck real quick. Then we're going to get some messages from the Neanderthals. And then we're going to read the comments, cut the cords, and pray. All right, so we got a karmic leader out here that's of no values, right? What's new? They're a liar, right? If they're a karmic leader, they're very not authentic, meaning they've stole the destiny of many of those that they claim to lead, okay? All right, they don't like the word cult, so they call it a movement now. Okay? Lack of principles, chaotic, unappealing visions, they create illusions. So be cautious with those folk out there that's doing these movements. Those are cults. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. All right, what we got? Okay, we got our 4. So this karmic leader, right, has the inability to see. Their star is reversed here, okay? They have the inability to see the light ahead. Despair is here. They're disconnected. Lack of faith. They suggest losing hope and they're disconnected from source. Damn. That's a heavy ass feeling. If Wheel of Fortune is coming reversed here, give me a sec. Let me sip on this tea real quick. No, it's not hot, but drink y'all tea as best as y'all can to flush out y'all bodies. Okay? The Wheel of Fortune is coming out reversed here. You got a karmic leader for the karmic leader. Luck is not on their side. Misfortune is following. External influence like karma, they can't control that shit. They were told not to cling to the illusions of control, but here we are. They have to learn to accept and forgive because fate is always in motion. What up must come down. Failure is here. Damn. That's y'all hear the police sirens? I got my windows shut right now. Knight of Pentacles is here. So the Knight of Pentacles is here. I just felt real dizzy. Damn. Them little spell works they be doing and shit. That shit, if you ever notice, don't do nothing but make you tired. For some of us, it just make you tired, make you have gas. Because a lot of it be sacral energy that they be pulling on and shit. It make you fucks with your intestines, make you have, you be farting and shit. I know I do. And, lately it's just been making us tired. So we able to sleep the shit off, fuck their ass up in a whole nother realm and dimension, still come back in our avatar. You see these goddamn black motherfucking rings around my goddamn eyes? You know how many motherfucking dimensions I be fucking up? The Knight of Pentacles is coming out about this karmic leader here. So this karmic leader knew that you were fully committed to completing all of your goals and accomplishments. They knew that you were loyal, hardworking, and you took the slow and steady growth here, right? Like I said, they copycat syndrome here, right? They destiny swapped with you. They took your energy and made it seem like it was them doing all that shit. Trust and believe, I just got through this situation with every job that I go through, right? But with my last job that I really had this issue with, I ain't gonna say their name because I don't want to bring too much power to their name anymore either. And I'm pretty sure they going through their own goddamn shit. Okay. But what I'm saying is, once I entered that job, I noticed how my energy was making shit flow. You know what I'm saying? Bringing customers in, bringing money in. I never got a full understanding of how tips work when they tip you online. You know how most places when you go into the restaurant and you're able to tip up front? I suggest y'all don't do that shit no more. Because that's another way that these companies are able to launder fucking money without telling their employees that they got those actual fucking tips. Okay? So with my position, I was able to see a whole lot of shit, a lot of fraudulent shit. And when I approached certain things on a certain level, the wife, it was a small business. They was married, husband and wife. The wife was very insecure, y'all. Very insecure. And she was like this fake ass church lady, fake ass doctor lady or whatever. But she was very, very insecure, y'all. And I'm trying to tell you, nothing against y'all that wear makeup and lashes and we all do our things to enhance our beauty, but this woman here, it was like I saw her husband go in and go in for a kiss and she was like, I just got my face like she did like this to him. I was like, damn, you know what I mean? But they knew it was like situations like that, they were harvesting my energy, right? Bad. And I knew it because I had quit, but then I had really started getting in touch with my spirit, and something was like, go back and observe they ass. So I became the observer. Talk about a motherfucking double agent. I got sick of shit too, y'all. 2024, I had adult chickenpox, pneumonia. They fucked me up. Here I am. So Knight of Pentacles energy, this karmic leader knows that you may need to be more trustworthy and reliable. So they try to make you feel more trustworthy and reliable within them for their own fucking manipulative purposes here, okay? You have the patience to accomplish all duties. You're considered reliable and committed to your work here. And this karmic leader knows that, okay? They are very aware of the energy that we bring. You have the King of Cups coming reverse. My daughter just screamed. that goddamn game. All I hear is oh my god, oh my god. No, don't do that. Well, I lifted this up here. So the King of Cups is coming reversed. This is a karmic leader. She's on the game and they're playing a game. Uh but they're emotional manipulation and they're very moody. Okay, so this karmic leader is unbalanced to the needs of all that they seek. Okay, and all that seeks their guidance, they're very unbalanced. They appear kind, but they're extremely cold and bitter. All right, they also have out of control spending, deceit, and selfish, no effort, and their actions are used for vengeance and vindication. All right, and then we got the one United States government, y'all. I appreciate y'all so very much for hanging in there. I truly do. You know what I'm saying? As we are timeless, it can be like tiring sometimes when you're taking on so many energies. You dig? So I appreciate y'all. That's why it's a general collective reading. And a lot of tarot readers, they might not tell y'all that, but it's all of our energies in this motherfucking reading. Fucking they ass up, or they're here and here in this channel learning how they're getting fucked up. Right? With love though. All right, so we got the one United States government that's coming out here. It's time to declutter your home. Remember, this whole read was about decluttering your home, right? Your home, your mind, right? And your actual physical home, but it starts with you, your mind. So let's get the one United States government out here. Then we'll go ahead and push forward. We're at 5602 on that timer. I said. My little butt cheeks be getting numb. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see how many we got so far right here. We got our 4. Thank you. The Knight of Cups is coming reversed here. Okay, so with this one United States government, the message around that is they established this Western Hemisphere bullshit to allow their emotions to control your life. Okay, they were overly jealous, moody, and emotional. They have the incapacity to take action, right? So they were jumping to conclusions and making judgment without any facts. So with that, whatever's going on with this one United States government, they're trying to avoid financial decisions. Some of them are trying to avoid confrontations at work. Some of them are a passive aggressive partner. And some, it's like a situation that seems appealing at first, but quickly turns south. All right. So the magician is here for the one United States government, as above, so below, right? So whatever's going on with this situation, they have someone in power that is of pure willpower. Their outer world reflects within, right? So they're telling them that it's time for them to tap in to their full potential and do what's right here. Microcosm reflects the macrocosm. They're connected to force between heaven and earth, right? So with this magician energy, that's whatever going on with this government issue, they're creating opportunities here, okay? Right? So they create an inner world so that the outer world will flow, okay? And that might be hard to believe, but y'all have to understand, overstand, and understand. There's a divine and there's a fucking evil to everything. There's a good and there's a bad to everything. I had to learn that myself. With this government, one United States government, the Ten of Wands is coming reverse here. So some of them are feeling burdened by the circumstances that is not necessary in their life. It's time for them to take time to go inward, to allow the process, to allow what's happening or what's bothering them to process. Because if it doesn't add value, it's time for you to let it go. But they look at money as a value, and they have to look at life as a value. Okay. Ten of Wands reverse is saying that they had the failure to share the burdens to release. So they're trying to find support or relief from the financial burden. And I don't know if y'all saw, they might be asking for more billions of fucking money for some fucking shit that's happening over in Gaza and all that other that dumb shit there. Don't, man, I'm trying to tell you. You got the King of Wands reversed. I'm learning esotericism myself. So when it comes to a lot of those wars and a lot of these unalivers and shit like that, They all following a certain script, right? If you ever look up something in Google, don't just look up the meaning for what it is, right? Put next to it metaphysical meaning or spiritual meaning, and then you'll have your real answer. Okay. We got King of Wands that's coming reverse for this one United States government here. Damn. King of Wands. So for some, they're very arrogant and aggressive in pursuit of their goals. They're not humble. They're pushy and overbearing. Their intentions are malice to make others submissive, selfish, and ruthless, rash and impulsive decisions. They serve only their purpose. There's no restraint, and their assistance is not recommended. And they've been told several times. So now, if you pay attention to the news, you got the one United States government, which they're trying to form, trying to act like they're telling on certain politicians and government leaders and shit like that. All of them going down because they all have the same purpose. One United States government. The fuck is in the name. All right, so babies, let's get to the Oracle deck. What 4 messages are we going to get for the overall read from the Oracle deck? And then we'll get 9 from the Poetry from Neanderthal. And then I'm going to go ahead and read through these comments. And then y'all know the best part of this whole transmission, right? Cutting the cords, closing out the portals, okay? And praying. All right, so thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. What kind of messages are we to receive from the Oracle deck at this time? I shut it. All right, y'all. Let's see what 4 messages we're going to get from it. Thank you, Divine. Thank you. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We'll take that one. We need 2 more. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We need 2 more. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Let's see what we got. So, off the break, no means no. Okay? The fuck? Somebody don't like the word no. They don't want to take no for an answer. So, Divine and Spirit is saying no means no. Like, there's nothing more clear than that. No. Talk to the spirit so you can move on. So somebody's trying to avoid the shadows. You're trying to avoid the spirits. You can't. Right? You just can't. You got to talk to them so you can move on. And 9 times out of 10, it's the shadow that you conjured up. Get that shit over with. What's coming up next is that something is feeling that something is missing, leading to depression here. Feeling that something is missing, leading to depression. It feels like somebody's trying to be clingy here. And then they're gonna try to act like they depressed. They might be one of them motherfuckers that's like, I'ma kill myself if I can't have you. Bitch, die. The fuck? The fuck wrong with you? Get the fuck on, bitch. So the next one is you act as a mirror of the as above, so below principle. Shout out. Divine and Spirit is saying you, General Collective, you act as a mirror of the as above, so below principle. Oh, I know that's right. I was going to stop at 4, but fuck that. All banking institutions are under heavy judgment. Yes, they are. Whole fucking cartel of fucking banking institutions. Look at this. We got the smoky quartz and the Apache tears. Come on now. The smoky quartz is a type of obsidian, powerful combo for those who are grieving. Okay, so if you're processing grief, like these motherfuckers is that's going through this court shit, or like we do when they attack us, the smoky quartz and the Apache tears transmute negative energy to positive. Oh shit. And for the last one, Divine and Spirit says somebody out here talking about he loves me not. So somebody's in denial. The shit is over. Whether it's a male or female, even though it says he loves me not. I also have one that says she loves me not. So this could very well be a woman that's in despair, you know what I'm saying, has the desire to be with someone, or it can be a male as well, okay? They have the desire to be with someone that done told their ass back the fuck up. No. The fuck? But they ain't trying to hear that. You might got to call the cops on that person type of situation. Okay, so yeah, let's get some messages from the Neanderthals. Comments, pray. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. What kind of messages are we going to receive from the Neanderthals? Shout out to Poetry for Neanderthals, their original edition. This is where I got those cards from. All right. I'm looking at toilet paper. Oh, hold up, y'all. This is... So I'm looking at toilet or toilet paper, okay? Something about pumpkin or pumpkin patch. Cow or a cash cow. They going to jail. Blood bank. They going to jail. Now they sweating and having a cold sweat. And somebody like a heavy metal band, or they're part of a band, trying to get the band back together. You looking at a sponge bath. Somebody like a sponge bath. I ain't never had one of them. I ain't gonna lie. It might be nice. Somebody might like to take baths. Something about a bath, though. And a truck stop. You know about them truckers and them truck stops. Or stop. Stop. I told you to stop. How many was that, y'all? 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 5 more, Divine and Spirit. We need 5 more. Let's cut it in half. Here's... Okay, what'd that say? Rags to riches. I told y'all about to get paid, nigga. Let me hold something. Something about the zoo and a petting zoo. We need 4 more. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We need 4 more. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. 1 more. All right. We'll take that. All right. I'm looking at green or a green thumb. Somebody might like plants. All farmers under heavy motherfucking judgment. We know what the fuck y'all put in that soil. We got root or root beer. Foil, tinfoil, hat. Somebody might be off grid wearing a tinfoil hat. Somebody trying to get off grid. Somebody went on a blind date, is about to go on a blind date, but pay attention to the date. Somebody might offer you out on a blind date. You might not need to go. Might be a trap. Taco salad. Something about a cone or a waffle cone. And somebody might be sleepwalking. I need to take a walk. And then somebody going to the emergency room, or they visiting an emergency room. Something about a room. Okay. Read these comments. Let y'all look over what we got, babies. Oh, wait. Y'all really messed up. I had bought these little prayer cards, right? Let me read y'all one real quick. Let's see what come out. I don't attach to religions. I learned them all. All right, so this is called Today's Prayer. Inspirational prayer cards here. Let's see if we can get one out for y'all. Oh, this shit hurt my hands. We're going to split the deck in half. Fuck that. What'd that say? Motherfucker was hurting my hand trying to do that. Like that. It says, my soul finds rest in God alone. My salvation comes from him. But I'm going to change that. My soul finds rest in God alone, right? You are God, right? You are the generator, operator, and destroyer of your own life, right? You are God. And then it says, my salvation comes from within. So instead of saying him, I'm going to say from within. You can say what you want to say. That's coming from Psalm 60, chapter 62, verse 1. Okay? Psalm, chapter 62, verse 1. All right? Let me go ahead and put that to the side. Y'all go ahead and look over what we got. Yeah, I made my little poster though. So when we do make it to 500 subscribers, I am going to celebrate that moment there. All right, what up, y'all? Let me read these comments, flip this camera so y'all can see what we got. All right, Divine and Spirit. We got Sanquita. Welcome back, baby. Sanquita said hi. Latasa Killabrew said hi. Cheryl, right? Is that Cheryl? Cheryl said hi. Fina Cruz said hi. Divinely Guided by God said hi. Ruby Jewel 22 Tarot said hello. Dulce Montez said yes, exactly. They are all going away for doing us wrong. Put up the thumbs up and said I subscribed and liked. And then also said yes. Thank you for subscribing. We appreciate that, beloved. All right, so now we're going to go ahead ready and close out these portals. Oh wait, I see y'all. You'll go past the 500 subscribers soon. Oh, thank you. And then Sagrita says, "Sweet greetings from Zimbabwe." That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Look at us growing, General Collective. And they thought we wasn't gonna do this shit. They thought we was not gonna come together. They got it fucked up. And then Lamont said, "Now that was a great read." All right, so let's go ahead and pray, y'all. This is the most important thing about this whole thing when you tap into these energies, right? Praying and cutting the cords and closing the portals. We rebuke all spells, rituals, and castings that are not of the highest frequencies of source love consciousness that may have been projected our way on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly, anything and everything that I am connected to, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and ethereally, all are protected. All is transmuted into whatever the fuck was sent to us. And then it's sent back to its source because we are already sovereign and free. Any agreements and contracts that we may have agreed to while we was being on lower paradigms of existence of consciousness, they are all cut. They are all ended. On all timelines, on all planes, on all dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. I am sovereign. You are sovereign. We are sovereign. It is done. It is done. I promise y'all, it is done. And so it is. All right. So whatever prayer you say, or listen to this prayer, say this prayer, but whatever prayer you do, say it in repetitions of 3, 6, or 9 in order to make that prayer, that manifestation, that vision come alive. All right. Much peace, much light, much love, but especially that motherfucking darkness, because dark matters. Right. And it's always peace in. We should have never been talking about some peace out, because we always got that peace within us, right? Positive energy always creates elevation. You dig what I'm saying? Let's ring this bell. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all.